A thief sprints through the crowded markets of ancient Thebes, dust rising. But his pursuer is no human guard. A handler releases a leash, and a 60-pound baboon tears through the throng, its 4-inch canines poised. This isn't a wild attack. It is state-sanctioned enforcement, a blur of muscle and aggression pinning the criminal to the ground. This was the brutal reality of Egypt's primate law enforcement, where disciplined animals formed the ultimate security system. How did a civilization build its order on such primal precision? Theft in ancient Thebes was rampant, a constant threat to merchants in the bustling marketplaces. The pharaoh needed a solution beyond human guards. Their answer arrived on a leash, the baboon. This wasn't a pet. It was a 60-pound primate armed with 4-inch canines, bridging the gap between wild predator and disciplined officer. Its presence alone in a crowded street, a snarling shadow at a guard's side, created an immediate, terrifying intimidation factor. But how was such a wild creature transformed into a tool of law? Training began from birth. These baboons learned to distinguish between the ordinary movements of a crowd and the specific fight or flight signals of a fleeing criminal. A human thief might possess cunning, but a baboon offered explosive sprinting speed, an agility that allowed it to scale obstacles with ease. The handler, a crucial link, directed the animal's aggression with precision, maintaining control even as the baboon surged forward. It was a partnership built on instinct and discipline, ensuring the animal pursued only the target. But what evidence confirms such a radical practice? The proof lies etched in stone. 3,500-year-old carvings in the tombs of Beni Hassan depict baboons actively apprehending suspects. These detailed reliefs show the animals biting the legs of fleeing thieves, effectively pinning them to the ground for human arrest. This wasn't symbolic. It documented a state-sanctioned reality. These animals were integrated into the Medjay police force, a legal framework authorizing primates to enforce order. Why would the Egyptians choose a primate over other animals for such a critical role? Egyptians chose baboons over dogs for high-stakes urban security and crowd control due to their inherent social hierarchy and formidable presence. Trainers exploited the baboon's natural instinct to protect their troop, directing this primal loyalty towards the Medjay and their mission. Facing an animal that ignored human pleas, an untamed force operating under command, created a terrifying psychological impact on the local population. It was a deterrent far more potent than any human guard. Yet if so effective, why did this practice fade? The ancient use of primates for law enforcement echoes in the modern K-9 units of today, a testament to the enduring concept of non-human assistance in security. This practice, however, eventually faded. As Egyptian cities grew larger and social structures became more complex, managing such volatile animals on a grand scale likely became impractical. It represents a unique facet of Egyptian philosophy, one that harnessed wild nature as a tool for divine order and dispensed a brutal form of justice on its streets. We are left to wonder at the audacity of a civilization that turned a wild predator into a symbol of its law.